whether you buy a house in Nariman Point, your flat, or you buy in Jhumri Talaiya, the return will only be 2.2 to 2.5% per year.
Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata. This is Chief Engineer Praneet Mehta. Welcome to my YouTube channel Merchant Navy Decoded. मेरे साथ है Rajeeve Kaushik sir, my mentor. Sir, the thing is कि there's a general perception that when it comes to real estate, people see a lot of growth in real estate, not just in India but all across the world. Now, sir, what are your opinions about real estate? And if you want to pin it across mutual funds and you want somebody, any seafarer, what would you tell him to invest in real estate or in mutual funds?
You're right. The general attraction, at least we'll talk about people in India because we are making these videos mostly for Indian seafarers.
Definitely.
So in India, this perception is only a perception. It is far away from reality.
Okay.
Uska reason hai that because real estate, when you go to buy, it consumes almost 3 to 4 years of your earnings at one go. But when you want to sell it, that time you cannot sell part of it. Firstly. Secondly, it is very difficult to buy anything in all 100% white. Very difficult. Similarly, it is very difficult to sell for 100% white. So what do you do with that? So a vicious cycle starts that with the amount when you sell, you have black. What do you do with that? So you add some white, buy some more real estate. This is a topic which everybody knows, but let's not discuss that. Let's concentrate ourselves on the objective value. Now the thing is that to buy a real estate, either you can buy it with your own money or you go and take a loan. If you buy with your own money, we all know then your money gets blocked. It doesn't earn anything. Even if you pay rental, I will show you why rental income doesn't match. Now, if you buy, suppose you take a loan and buy it, a housing loan today will, after the increment, will cost you about 8.2 to 8.5% now. Now, you have taken a loan on 8.5% and suppose you buy a house. Now, it is a well accepted fact that anywhere across in India, the rental yield on accommodation, whether you buy a house in Nariman Point, your flat, or you buy in Jhumri Talaiya, the return will only be 2.2 to 2.5% per year. That is the only thing.
Less than even the FD or the savings percentage.
Yes. Now, the logic which people will give is that, but the property is yours, the property will keep growing.
Yes, sir. Well,
but then the question is that when we talk about retirement planning, you need a cash flow. If this property is not part of a cash flow, by all means, you can buy 10. But if you want to prepare yourself for this, the cost for this real estate will come out of you. That means some money will get channelized, which you would have put in mutual funds. Now, I told you the return in residential is 2.25. The return on commercial properties in India varies, not like residential. It varies from 4 to 6% return in commercial. So now the question is, how does it compare with mutual funds, which on a sustained level over a long period will give you 12 to 15% return, all white. All white. And only you can sell, suppose you require 2 lakhs a month, so you can sell for 2 lakhs a month. If you require 3 lakhs a month, you can sell for 3 lakhs a month. The tax will only be on the capital gains part. But in real estate, it somehow doesn't work. Yes, there are countries like US and Canada where the mortgage value is very less. You can get a loan for 2%. But when you make a house and you put it on rent, you get 8%. So it is okay for those countries, but not for us.
So, sir, if I am right, what you want to say is कि if you have bought a house, if it is you have bought it on a loan, तब तो वही जय माता दी है, first thing. But if you have bought with your own money, the thing is कि India के अंदर there is a lot of black and white का market.
Yes.
एक तो you get stuck in that vicious cycle.
Yes.
Second thing is, sir, most important thing is liquid money.
Yes.
Which has the real power.
Yes.
Suppose if any emergency comes, you have to do something. At that time, it becomes very difficult to sell your house or get that liquid money.
Yes, like we talked about this first officer who had 3 houses where he wanted, but he never had money for his expenses because a person of his level today, when he gets his daughter married, he requires a lot of money. So he would not have had that money. I am not saying don't buy a house. One must get a house of his own. We have already said in one video, the best house in the best place. Even if you have to take a loan for that in addition to your own money, a house is required because that is one of the third basic necessities, roti, kapda
or
makan. So it is necessary. But apart from that, I think it's a waste of money. If you have that money well invested, the return from which it enhances the quality of your life. Just having 3 houses, 4 houses spread across, it has no value on your living standards. It doesn't give you any satisfaction except going and looking at it. So, in my opinion, you must have real estate only for consumption, your personal consumption. Otherwise, put all your money, investments in the channels that we will talk about, in mutual funds, partly in gold, different type of mutual funds, so that your money grows actively. What we are doing, what I want to tell everybody by way of this particular video is that when we are putting money in equity by way of mutual funds and everything, we are participating in the economic growth of the country. If the country is growing, we will grow. If the country grows at 8% and the inflation is 6%, the total growth of our money will be 14%. This is a formula that you should remember. If the inflation in a country is X and the GDP growth is Y, then the total growth of a person's portfolio year on year will be X plus Y%. Now, this is a simple formula which everybody should see, and it is not theoretical. I am not a financial advisor, I am not qualified for anything, but this is something I have seen happening so far in my life. I am an example where I have followed things with discipline. I have never dissuaded. I have, whatever I was doing 25 years ago, I am still doing. In fact, I am not even doing now. It's happening automatically without any intervention from my end.
So guys, एक बहुत बड़ा concept real estate versus mutual funds and why mutual funds are important has been discussed today. Let's move to the further part of the series and let's see what all new things we learn. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Di.